Okay, guys, listen up. Kevin Hunter has gone dead silent. Why? Because he found out he's getting $0 under Wendy's guardianship. Everyone is cheering his downfall. But Sharina Hudson, she's the one really suffering right now. For 16 long years, her whole life ran on Wendy's money from that talk show. Now the checks have stopped coming, and insiders say Sharina has fallen hard, from living large to needing food stamps. Her businesses failed. Her plan to replace Wendy failed too. Love Wendy or not, one thing is clear. Kevin and Sharina played themselves, thinking Wendy would never leave. I'm not going to take a lot of time because, I'm getting emotional, and I told myself I wasn't going to do this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever bring the energy, the charisma, the passion, the swag, the talent, and whatever else you want to call it, like you've seen Kelvin Hunter and my expertise, Wendy Williams, and the team that was behind us, and I mean the whole team. That includes my current lady now. Hey, yeah, I said it.
Here's the real story. Before Wendy even knew a mistress existed, Kevin was already bringing Sharina around. Back in 2007, Kevin and Wendy threw a blackout party in New York, and Sharina was right there, only 21 years old, partying with both of them. And guess what? Sharina herself leaked those photos to a magazine. The disrespect was wild. Most side chicks hide in the shadows. Not Sharina, she wanted to be seen right in Wendy's face. And Kevin let her because he figured Wendy would never walk away. He wasn't giving up his cash cow for nobody. Some say Wendy was too sharp not to know. Maybe she looked the other way to keep her man. The real drama started once Sharina wanted fame too. But Kevin's own sister, Kim, tells it differently. She says Wendy had no clue it was Sharina until vacation photos hit the internet. Wendy knew Kevin cheated, she just didn't know the name.
You know what? Wendy is not stupid. She's very smart. I agree. But when you got this dude that's coming from the hood, that's promising you things, and he's supposed to be there to be your protector. He's supposed to be there to help you, to make sure, no, my brother is not as bad as Cherie. You understand what I'm saying? But he was damn near it.
Charlemagne the God is the one who introduced Sharina to Kevin. And Kevin used her as his cover story every time Wendy showed up unexpectedly. He'd just say Sharina was his girl, no questions asked. Before Kevin, Sharina was literally living out of her car. Once he stepped in, she landed a nice condo, fast. She jumped on the opportunity right away. Money and gifts kept her quiet about the truth. Kevin even promised to boost her chef career, so she waited around for that payoff. Sharina became a fully kept woman. Cars, jewelry, a whole house, all paid for with Wendy's money. Reports say Kevin even sold Wendy's things behind her back to fund Sharina's lifestyle. He ran a charity too, allegedly used to launder cash and shower his mistress with gifts. On every vacation with Wendy, Sharina tagged along with her own bodyguard just to avoid a run-in. She didn't care what it cost Wendy, because Kevin kept promising he'd leave her. Eventually. Translation, once he drained her completely. Kevin had gone to LA for business, and I hired a PI. Yes, I did. I hired a PI to follow my husband. And this guy is telling me that Kevin is in Miami with the girl. This is why you show the picture of them on the beach. You know the picture where she's going to the camera and he's laying there on the cell phone like they're chilling like a couple? You understand what I'm saying? The PI was taking pictures of them going to the gym, going to dinner, her with Gucci, Poochie, and Lucci. Sharina would put up with anything as long as she never had to go back home. But once 10 years rolled around, doubts crept in. According to Kim, Kevin never delivered on his career promises. Sure, he kept her comfortable with allowances and gifts, but Sharina craved the spotlight, and watching Wendy shine made her bitter. Rumor has it, Sharina got pregnant by Kevin more than once, and he pushed her to end it every time, just to protect his secret from Wendy. That's when Sharina snapped. She demanded he go public. He said no, so she took the mess straight to the public eye. But girl, that move backfired hard. Sharina would put up with anything as long as she never had to go back home. But once 10 years rolled around, doubts crept in. According to Kim, Kevin never delivered on his career promises. Sure, he kept her comfortable with allowances and gifts, but Sharina craved the spotlight, and watching Wendy shine made her bitter.
Rumor has it, Sharina got pregnant by Kevin more than once, and he pushed her to end it every time, just to protect his secret from Wendy. That's when Sharina snapped. She demanded he go public. He said no, so she took the mess straight to the public eye. But girl, that move backfired hard. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear how she helped you and she was supportive and she went with you to 100. I don't want to hear none of that. Like I said in the first segment, she was not supposed to be there. They were still married. Sharina wanted sympathy and attention. Instead, she got dragged online. The internet came for both her and Kevin, blaming them for wrecking Wendy's life, especially once he finally admitted the affair was real. And the vegan transformation, like I said, it saved my life. There was a point where I couldn't explain my headaches, my stomach problems. I went to every doctor you probably think of, and nobody could give me an explanation. But girl, nobody's talking about her anymore. She launched a clothing brand called Vish. It flopped. Once Kevin realized Sharina wasn't the next Wendy, he bounced. Fast. He erased every photo of her off Instagram, sold their love nest, and vanished completely. Her vegan business couldn't pay bills, and Kevin sure wasn't stepping up. So Sharina pivoted to flipping properties, going from soft life luxury to just trying to survive with her daughter. Kim believes her brother filled Sharina's head with lies, telling her he built Wendy's fame and could do the same for her. That's why Sharina thought going public would launch her to stardom. Truth is, Wendy built Wendy. She used Kevin for muscle sometimes, sure, but she was always the smart one driving her own rise. Sharina learned that lesson way too late. If only she'd seen through Kevin sooner, things might have turned out different. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts below, like and subscribe. See you next time, baddies!